Welcome to Three Man Power Trip. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas.
Ho.
We're going to start with the recap from last week. I was in third place with 6-10. Took a couple risks.
And I came in second place at 9-7, 42-36 overall.
Came in first place, 11-5 this week. Overall, 48-30.
Yep. He's number one right now.
I don't know if anybody can catch me now.
I don't know, yeah.
You need to start.
I'm about 6 games
you
back.
You don't pick anymore.
I don't pick anymore. Oh, all right.
But, yeah, we're going to go over the Week 16's scores. And then we're going to go into Week 17's predictions. We're going to go into the predictions of the college playoff games as well as a little bonus. So let's get started.
It's getting down to the end of the year here. Ooh, stuff's getting tight. All right, let's start out with...
Did you say tight?
Tight. I said tight. Tizite. All right, we had 3 games on Saturday. The 1 o'clock game was the Texans at the Buccaneers. Texans won that game 23-20. 4:30 game, we had the Bills at the Patriots. Patriots won that game 24-17. Then the 8:15 game, we had the Rams at the 49ers. 49ers won that 34-31.
Those were all pretty good games.
It was a pretty good Saturday worth of games.
Well, I went 1 and 2, so it would
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, you took a lot of risks on your pick'ems last week.
And you know what I'm going to do? Get over it.
Yep, you gotta get over it. But yeah, pretty good games on Saturday there, and then leaving the Sunday. A lot of the Sunday games were just kind of throwaway games, really.
Yeah.
But the Bengals at Dolphins. The Dolphins won that one 38-35. The Steelers at Jets. The Jets won that one 16-10. Knocked the Steelers down.
Jets are who we thought they were, even though I didn't.
They went
pick
back
it.
and forth through quarterbacks that game too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Mason Rudolph to Hodges.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Who wants to play?
Yeah.
Who wants to play quarterback?
Giants at Redskins. The Giants pulled that one out in overtime, 41-35. I had the Redskins winning it, but it was a good game. So the Redskins forced them into overtime and then lost it on me. So Panthers at Colts. Colts won that 38-6. Where the hell was this Colts team at throughout the rest of the season, man? It's like they showed up.
I don't know if it's that or it's the Panthers. I don't
Right?
know.
Yeah.
They've fallen off.
But then on to you.
Oh, we had the Ravens and the Browns. Ravens won that 31-15.
I was worried there for a second.
Yeah.
What the hell were you worried
The
about?
first quarter, it seemed like the Browns were
It was
keeping them in
only-
check, and
Hey,
I'm
you
like,
know
what's
what?
happening here?
The Browns are who we thought they were.
Yep.
Losers.
Freddie Kitchens, baby.
Yeah,
Man.
Browns will get better, though.
They've only been saying that for 30 years.
Yeah, true.
They do. I mean, on paper, they look good.
They have a lot of hype, though. And I feel like this is different.
No. I think they got to get a good head coach in there, and I think because it's like a circus. So somebody's got to get that under control,
Yeah, I agree with you there.
and everybody wants out. So
Trade me. Come on, baby. You want me?
come on
Yeah.
and get me.
But then we got the Jaguars at Falcons. The Falcons won that 24-12. Big shocker.
Yeah, not really.
Saints at Titans. The Saints pulled that one out 38-28 on the road, so that was pretty impressive. And then note with that, Michael Thomas
Broke the record.
broke the single season reception record, so awesome for him.
Jerry's just like
You don't really like that
staring
stat?
off into space.
Staring off.
He doesn't seem to
I don't matter me.
It is an impressive stat. I mean, nonetheless, it hadn't been broke for 17 years. Somebody finally did it, so...
It's such a passing league now, though.
Yeah,
I think
it
a
is.
lot of these records are going to keep going. And
I don't think
It
he
is.
broke. Yeah, he caught the ball. He had Breeze throwing him the ball. I mean, kind of like you give a kid, a fat kid cake, he's gonna eat it.
Yeah, you gotta catch the
Throw it
ball
in
though. He made the catch 100.
Open it up, big boy.
Whatever, 140 something times.
Where's Freddie? Where's Freddie Kitchens?
Dude never drops it, that's for sure. Raiders at Chargers. Raiders won that 24-17.
Yeah, what the hell?
Nothing.
You know, the time that I don't pick the Raiders, they win.
I know, right?
Pick the Raiders.
I picked the Chargers as well, and
I think Derek Carr is going to be gone.
yeah, the
I
weird
really think so.
The weird thing with the Raiders winning, I believe I seen a thing where they had to have an exact set of scenarios to happen.
And all four can happen.
And all happened, and the same thing has to happen this week.
And they all look
and
like
I
they
believe
could.
they have a winnable game this week, against the Broncos. We'll talk about that later,
I'm
though.
trying to think what they are. I think one's the Ravens have to beat Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. And it could happen because
I think one's Kansas City's got to beat.
Saints have to beat the Titans, I think.
Yep. Titans
Which is
have to
possible.
lose.
well, it's wild that they even have a shot at the
Don't like
playoffs.
it, Chucky.
Everything lined up for them to have the shot, and maybe a lot of things have to fall their way week 17 as well. But I just thought that was cool that they still technically have a shot at it.
No.
So
What else we got?
We got the Lions at the Broncos. Broncos won that one 27-17. Then we had the Cardinals at the Seahawks.
this one surprised
The
me.
Cardinals won that one 27-13.
That surprised me.
And Seahawks bringing back beast mode
Yep,
because they lost Chris Carson for the year.
they've lost
and
3
CJ
running
Procise
backs
and
this
who's
year.
the other one? Rashad Penny.
Yep.
Rashad Penny.
Yeah, they've lost 3 running backs this year.
Skittles.
And that's wild.
Skittles. And we had the Cowboys at the Eagles.
Frustration.
Eagles won that one 17-9.
They,
You want to say anything about that?
I mean, the Eagles did what they were supposed to do. The Eagles who are who we thought they are, if that's
I'm
the right
not
wording
impressed.
there. But I'm not impressed with my Cowboys at all. I mean, I'm frustrated that we lost. Kudos to the Eagles for beating us. But I'm more disappointed in the Cowboys than I am impressed by the Eagles, if that makes sense.
No.
I think we are too talented of a team to blow a season. You know what I
Coaching.
mean? It's coaching.
You want to know what coaching? I saw something. I'm going to go on a rant here.
Sarah,
So this is how shitty Garrett is. So Cooper's playing bad, and he benched him on the 4th and 8.
yep.
You benched your number 1 receiver.
It's not very bright.
Mm-mm.
No, goddamn, like a bark bulb. What the hell? What in the hell?
There was definitely some bad coaching decisions.
We got Dak. What in the hell? Oh, I was gonna heave that ball in the corner ends. That motherfucker was covered.
Yeah.
Covered.
Heave it to a covered guy, but and then Zeke tapped himself out on a 2nd and 1, and then went ahead and sat out the 3rd and 1 as well, and then we fumbled it.
He didn't show
I
up
don't
that
understand what was going on. I mean, I know we're not in the league or whatever, so maybe he had some issues, but you're the technically number 1 paid running back in the league. You don't tap yourself out.
Well,
Zeke should have stayed in there and got that yard.
I know he came out, I think it was a couple days before the game. He said if he's got to run it 40, 50 times because of Dak's
game.
shoulder, he'll run it.
He'll run it, yeah.
But then he taps himself out. I don't get it.
And then I guess
But
That's what happens sometimes when you get paid.
get paid, feast.
yeah,
I'm always.
I mean, he's got 1,200 yards. The season is solid. It's not, it's not his best.
But is it because of the line?
But I don't know. But it's just the moments like that where it's 3rd and 1, game on the line. You never seen Emmitt Smith tap himself out.
You tap
Yeah, tap it in. But Emmitt stayed in the game and made sure that we had success with the running game. You know what I mean?
I guess I'd be worried as a Cowboys fan because there's a lot of directions. Like even with that going on with Cooper, if Garrett leaves, you can see Dak leave with him, or Dak leaves. Cooper can leave.
Dak could demand $30 million.
Byron Jones could leave.
At this point, everybody thinks Garrett's gone.
Yeah.
But knowing Jerry Jones,
Loyalty.
I don't
Loyalty.
know. Do you think he's gone?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait.
Keep you around like your ex-girlfriend cheating on you.
Shit.
Come here, baby. Come back to
But
Sunday night we had the 8:20 game. Chiefs at the Bears. Chiefs won that one 26-3.
Chiefs finally looking like a
Their
playoff
offense
team.
is coming together. Their defense is actually playing pretty good too.
Yep.
So
Can't believe they got Suggs.
Suggies.
What the hell?
You guys would have gotten him if they wouldn't have claimed him, probably. So
Man,
Yeah, he showed up. There was reports that he wasn't going to show up, but
it
he was playing in that game.
because it was a winning.
It's a winning team.
Because I think
Right.
it was Kansas City, Seattle was one. I think Chicago was the other one.
There was a couple pretty good teams that Chicago
Baltimore.
That, but
Then we had the Monday night game.
oh god,
You want to talk about that one?
not really.
The Packers won 23-10.
Another game on Monday night. Kirk Cousins didn't show up.
they're 0-8 on Monday
He's
night.
0. Kirk Cousins is 0-9 on
Kirk
Monday night.
Cousins.
It's not the team. It's him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Dude, he looks nervous. He looked nervous that whole game.
It's like Adam Gase.
But
Remember that?
I don't understand. The crazy eyes.
They had like a
Hey,
10-3
yeah.
lead. Didn't
Yeah.
they early? So, I mean, things were looking good early, and then it just
Now, granted,
fell apart.
Zadarius Smith was just tearing up the offensive line. I mean, that whole game. I don't know how many sacks he had, but I mean, it looked like the offensive line couldn't block anything.
I wish Baltimore would have tried to resign him, but
Now, Dalvin Cook's out. Is that maybe a problem? Is that an issue? But if you can't,
you got
can't
Latavius
win
Murray
without-
behind him.
no, Latavius Murray's he's in New Orleans.
Oh, never mind. Recap.
Actually, Alexander Madison, who's the backup, he's a rookie this year. He was out too, so we were on our third and fourth string running backs. What the hell? But I don't know.
How about them boys?
It's Cousins. I don't know. Is he
Yeah.
worth the money? He's had a good year, but see, he's played a lot of teams that aren't that great too. So I think the only team that he's beat with a winning record right now is the Eagles.
And they're still kind of a 500 team.
Yeah.
and
it's-
they're hovering.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They got another year of him though, so
Yeah.
Now,
see what happens.
I guess you guys could go for a rookie quarterback. Now, could you technically bench him? I mean, if it shit hit the fan next year, you could
I don't
bench
know.
him, right?
Paying all that money to somebody to bench him, I don't know if they
Yeah.
would.
That's an expensive bench player.
I don't know. It depends on if they keep Mike Zimmer around or not. If they go one and done in the playoffs and get killed
Yeah.
by like New Orleans or Seattle, I don't know. You might have to make a change. Zimmer's a good coach, but the problem with Zimmer is he's a defensive coordinator. I don't really think he's a head coach. He cares about the defense. He knows defense. He still calls the defensive plays. He lets the offensive players, he doesn't really
Yeah,
coach the team. I think he's more defensive minded. He's a really good defensive coordinator, but
Well, it
he's,
seems like too Thielen really hasn't came back to what he was.
no, and I still think he's kind of
Hurt.
hurt still.
Kind of banged up.
But I think they're going to rest a lot of players this week because they're locked into that 6th seed. They can't move up or down. So I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see what happens.
So, yeah, I mean, at that point, why would you start all your players and risk injury? If anything, kind of Jordan talked about it before. Start them the first half, but don't push.
At least play a quarter.
Yeah,
I
at
mean,
least
a couple
just
drives.
to keep them sharp a little bit, but then pull them
Yeah,
on
it's
out.
possible. I don't know what they're going to do. They haven't said, but might see a lot of that this week. I don't know, but
Well, I guess that's all for week 16.
Yeah.
You guys want to go into the college right now,
Yeah.
or you want to go into?
No,
Let's go into
because
college.
the college is first. It would be the Saturday,
Saturday.
and
Yeah,
then the
let's go college.
NFL would be Sunday. So
So what do we got? We got Oklahoma and LSU on 12/28 Saturday, right?
Saturday at 4:00.
Then we got Clemson and Ohio State. What do you guys think with those?
I'm going LSU.
Yep. I'm going LSU as well at the 4:00 game there. Oklahoma at LSU. I just think LSU with the Heisman, Joe Burrow.
Bengal.
He's
He's a Bengal.
yeah,
The Bengal.
probably gonna be a Bengal. But I think I think that unit, the LSU unit, offense and defense, is gonna be a little too much for
I
Oklahoma.
think so too.
I'm going Oklahoma.
Oh, picking the upset.
I think Hurst will do it.
I mean, it's possible. They're the top 4 teams for a reason. So
Yeah.
it's only a 4 seed beating a 1 seed, so it's not like something crazy,
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know a fun fact too. I think he's the only player to play for 2 different teams in the college football.
I think I
playoff.
heard something about that as well.
What about Clemson versus Ohio State?
Clemson at Ohio State. I got Clemson.
I got Clemson.
I got Clemson.
Yeah.
The Lawrence.
Trevor, whatever.
Lawrence is going to be a little too much.
You know what he's got in his future? He's got a Head and Shoulders commercial coming.
He does.
Nah. Yeah.
I think he's going to be the number one pick here in a couple of years. So.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go high in the draft for sure. But
Probably the Browns again.
Yeah. I got Clemson beating Ohio State, and that's just what it is. I mean, Ohio State's got a hell of a unit too, though. They're no joke. A couple little notes from the college side of things. Clemson has won the ACC 5 times in a row. So they've consistently been at the top on their side of things. Ohio State has a lot of history. It's their 38th Big Ten championship.
Speaking of that, Ohio State somewhat. I saw that Urban Meyer might be in running for the Cleveland spot. Throw it back.
I did see something about that.
I don't know about that. I don't think anybody can fix that.
They got the talent.
It's got to take a hard-nosed coach. You got to get a coach in there. Kind of like Dallas. Dallas has got to get a coach in there that takes no bullshit.
You got to have like Gruden.
Yeah.
Come on, Brown. You got to play it down. Come on, man. Get your shit together.
Well, anyways, that's our college pick'ems there. We're only doing the playoffs. We're not going in-depth with all of the bowl games.
You want to see all
just the playoff games.
You want to see all 40 bowl games?
Yeah.
Skittles Bowl.
So we'll go into the 1 o'clock games for the NFL. Browns at Bengals.
I got the Browns.
I got the Browns as well. Bengals are just...
they're both a dumpster fire.
They both are, but I think the Browns do have a little more.
Browns got some more talent.
They got a little more talent than the Bengals, so I got Browns. On to the next 1 o'clock game. The Dolphins at Patriots.
Patriots are still fighting for seeding, right? So I'm going the Patriots.
I'm going Patriots too. It's at Gillette.
I don't know if Ryan Fitzpatrick will throw 5 more touchdowns.
Magic. We're going Dolphins.
Ooh.
Dolphins are gonna do it.
Taking the upset pick.
All right, next game at 1 o'clock. We got the Bears and the Vikings.
The only reason I'm doing this is because I think the Vikings are going to rest some of their starters. I'm going to pick the Bears.
And I'm doing that as well.
I'm doing the same thing.
Like you said, with the Vikings sitting their starters, and I think the Bears are just playing for confidence. I think the Bears come in and get the win versus the backups.
Then the next game at 1 o'clock, we got the Chiefs and the Chargers. This seems like it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it honestly could, but I'm going to go with Mahomes.
Yeah.
Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs as well. It's at Arrowhead.
They're still playing for seeding,
They're playing for seeding as well, so they're playing their starters. So, and since, the Patriots are playing at 1 o'clock as well, they don't know if the Patriots will win or lose, so they kind of have to play their starters. So I'm going Chiefs as well.
Then the next game at 1, we got the Jets at the Bills.
Oh.
Not 100% if the Bills are going to be playing their starters or not.
I don't know either.
Because I don't think they can move out of that 5th seed.
No, I don't think they can because New England's got
New England's got the division, and I think the only one that's open is the 6th.
And I mean, I think that's what, Pittsburgh?
Well, I think they're too high. They can't fall any lower, I don't think.
Yeah, so they're locked into the 5. I do believe they would at least sit some of their major starters.
Who's in the 6? Pittsburgh, Oakland, is it Tennessee still?
Yep.
Tennessee, Pittsburgh,
and Oakland.
Right? So all those 4 things.
Oakland has to have some things work for them. But I got the Jets. Just because the Bills will be sitting players.
Yeah. Now, next 1 o'clock game, we got the Packers and the Lions. Pack is back.
Yeah, the Packers are going to win.
Yeah.
They're playing for seeding too, and it's the Lions. I mean,
I got the Packers winning as well.
Then next 1 o'clock game, we got the Saints and the Panthers. I'm gonna go with Saints.
Saints as well.
Playing for seeding again.
Yeah. We're getting down to that playoff time where And the Saints are, like you said, still playing for the seeding. They're still
the
in
NFC
the
is
running.
one loss. And
I do think though, I could see if the Saints get up by maybe 2 touchdowns. I could see them pulling Breeze out.
Right. If they build a lead, but if they don't build a lead, I think they'll play the whole game.
I mean, even if you think about it, Teddy played pretty decent in that system.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll probably have McCaffrey will keep catching the ball.
So to round
White
out
man power right there.
to round out the last 1 o'clock game, the Falcons at the Buccaneers. This one could honestly go either way too.
They could.
Which Winston's gonna show up?
Crab legs. All you can eat. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yep.
What are you doing?
The W with the win.
I'm going Buccaneers.
I'm going Buccaneers as well at home.
No.
Then we're going to start with the 425. Eagles and the Giants.
I got the Eagles.
I hate to do it. I think the
They're
Eagles.
trying to get in.
I think the Eagles win. They lock their spot up.
You know
I
what?
think it is what it is.
You know what? I did have the Eagles. I'm going Giants.
You take some risks there, buddy.
I'll help you out. Think about it, though. Daniel Jones threw for how many touchdowns? 4 or 5?
I think it's 5.
Barkley ran all over.
I mean, I could see it happening. I'm not saying I couldn't,
They're
but
playing in New York.
and it is at New York. But I just think the Eagles they're going in to make a statement,
Yeah.
and they have all the control. They have the control of the division. So I got Eagles. All right, on to the next 4:25 game. Titans at Texans. This is a pretty gigantic matchup here because Titans are playing for playoffs. Texans are playing for seeding.
Because essentially the Titans lose, they might not get that 6th seed at all.
Right.
Depending on what happens with Steelers and
Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could go either way, though. I mean, Tannehill's lighting it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've seen Watson and that whole Texan.
Watson's weird to me because one week he'll show up and he'll just be tearing it up. Then the next week he doesn't show up.
Do you?
I don't understand.
Do you kind of get
Same here.
Watson's got that Russell Wilson effect, where they'll
He
lose
makes the team better.
to a weird team that makes no sense.
Like
true.
Seattle lost to the Cardinals,
Yeah.
but then they'll turn
They'll
around.
go and they'll beat the Niners.
Yeah, they beat the Niners
A couple weeks
ago by 3 points or
When
something.
the Texans beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week they lost to, who the heck was it? They lost to somebody that wasn't very good. Gosh,
Was it Broncos?
Was it the
Was
Broncos?
it?
Yeah, it was.
It might have
I think
been
it was that
Broncos.
Broncos game.
Yeah, it was Drew Lock.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was that Broncos game.
Yeah, and it was like, what? Just beat Tom Brady.
Right, you just beat Brady and that badass
That really
top 5
good
defense,
defense,
and
yeah.
then you turn around and lose to a 4-8 team. At the time, they're 4-8.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got the Texans winning it though. I think.
I got them too.
I've got the Texans.
Yeah, I think Watson comes alive, and like I said, the seeding is on the line, and it's at Texans. I think Watson's wanting to make a statement right before the playoffs start. All that good noise. Make some noise going into the playoffs. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Make some noise.
On to this next one.
Uh-oh.
Redskins at Cowboys.
What you got?
I got the Cowboys. They're playing for confidence going into next year. Like I said earlier, I think the Eagles win and lock it up, but I think the Cowboys come in and kind of play for confidence to build towards next year.
I got the Cowboys too. And this is 4:25. It's the same time as that Eagles-Giants game, so they're not going to know if the Eagles won or not. So,
Oh yeah, that
so I
is
mean,
true.
they're going to be playing hard.
Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah, they're definitely. If the Eagles game was at 1, then you could kind of. Are you going to?
They don't know what's going to happen. So,
Right, but yeah, they don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, I got the Cowboys though. I think it's more of a confidence builder than anything.
I got the Redskins.
Oh, can't trust my Cowboys, can you?
I think both teams are going to lose. I think the Eagles are going to lose and the Cowboys. I'm
Um,
going to take a risk here. Haskins, baby! Haskins! AP all day!
I do think though, if the Cowboys don't show up and win this game,
I think Garrett's
Garrett's
gone.
Yep.
He might be gone
Regardless.
that night
Yeah.
or the next day. You might
If
see
that
him
does
gone.
that, this is my thing. If he does leave, if he gets fired, does Dak leave with him?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on who we get. If we get a coach that is really
I mean, if you think about
solid.
it, Garrett's the one that turned it over with Dak instead of Romo. I don't know.
Because Garrett believed in Dak, is what you're getting at.
Yeah, the rookie ability to take the team over.
I don't know. That is a good question. I mean,
I honestly think, too, the Cowboys, if they get a new coach, I know you don't want to lose him, but your offensive coordinator might be a good candidate for that job.
Yeah.
Greg Roman, is that who it is?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Roman ain't going nowhere.
No, I think somebody's going to try to snatch him up.
I mean, if there's a team like the Cowboys on the market for a coach, it would be. I think the talent is there.
I think I've seen a couple. One was Roman. I think one of them was the Oklahoma coach.
Part of me thinks Jerry Jones wants a college coach for some reason. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of college coaches' names.
I've heard Lincoln Riley.
Urban Meyer's popped up.
Myers popped up. Lincoln Riley.
You know, I don't know why you just don't go with Moore, your offensive coordinator. Hell, he was with Boise State when he was putting up all those records. They were throwing the ball. He's got that college experience.
Sometimes you just want a clean house, though.
Yeah. Well, on to the next one. Steelers at Ravens.
I'm going to go Ravens. I do feel like it can go either way, just depending on the Ravens are sitting pretty much at least half serves on offense and defense.
That's the reason I'm picking the Steelers. Plus, the Steelers are fighting for that 6th seed right now, so if Lamar and everybody were playing, I'd say Ravens.
Right.
No question, but
I'm going with Jordan as well. I'm picking the Ravens. I think the Ravens backups come in
RG3
and play a real solid game.
I mean, he's playing too. It's the end of his deal. I mean, he can always go somewhere.
The Steelers lost last week to the Jets.
True.
So it could go either way. But I think the Ravens backups are pretty good, pretty solid at least. Yeah. I think they're going to at least go toe-to-toe with the Steelers. But, yeah, I mean, the Steelers are playing
they have a really good defense, too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
They are playing for more on the line, really, but I think the Ravens will do it.
It's possible. Next game we got at 4:25, we got the Colts at the Jaguars.
I'm going to go Colts this one.
I'm going Colts.
I'm going Colts as well. It is within the division, though, so the Jaguars kind of know them. They know their schemes.
Jaguars haven't showed up here.
What happened to Minshew?
They benched him. And then
Foles, and they went back to him.
Yeah, I think it screwed it up.
I think the thing, you can't do that. That's the same thing they were doing with Haskins. You got to stick with somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, look at Winston. They're keeping with him through all the shit. And I mean, hell, look at him.
Throwing all
3 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's okay. A little bit of loving.
Yeah, you got to stick with one guy, man.
I thought I saw something where it had him compared to Rodgers. Did you see that?
Winston?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I think the interceptions.
Winston's got 83 in 5 seasons, and then Rodgers has got 86 in 13 or 14 seasons, I believe. It's something up there. But he's been in there half the time. He's got three quarters of the passing.
I seen another one that was Winston this year alone, 28 interception. Rodgers had 27, 26 over a 5-year span. So 5 years of Rodgers is as bad as, or 1 year of Winston is as bad.
That's 5 years.
Is worse than.
I saw
5 years.
I saw another one with Winston
of Rodgers. That's insane.
What was it? It had the receiving touchdowns by receivers. Evans was on there. Goodwin was on there. I think it's O.J. Howard, right?
Yeah.
And then the fourth one was opposing defense.
That makes sense.
It's 6.
I don't know. He's so I don't know. I don't know what to make of him. I don't know. I don't think they'll sign him back, but who knows.
So, but we kind of got way off topic.
Yeah, we
there,
did. So we got the Raiders at the Broncos. I'm going to go Raiders, man.
Arrgh.
They're fighting for that playoff spot.
I guess they are.
It could happen.
I have the Broncos right here, but I'm going to pull a Jordan. I'm going to
switch it up.
I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go Raiders. Like you said, I like what you just kind of said. They're fighting for that playoff spot. The Broncos aren't.
There's a lot that has to go their way, but it's all stuff that could happen. So it's not.
Yeah.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Right. Everything is within the realm of possibilities for it to happen. But yeah, I'm going to switch up. Go Raiders.
I think. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Then we got the Cardinals at the Rams. Cardinals been playing pretty tough lately too.
But the Rams are starting to show back up.
Yeah. Neither one of them are playing for anything. I mean,
I'm gonna go with Rams.
yeah, I'm gonna go the Rams.
What do you got, Lucas?
I'm going Cardinals, guys.
Ooh.
Oh, going with the rookie.
Yep, I'm going with the rookie. I think the Rams are out of the race because the Vikings got. I think the Cardinals are playing. Like I'm using this word a lot, but they're playing for confidence. Mm-hmm. They had a real good game last week. They beat the Seahawks. I can see them going in and beating the Rams as well.
The Rams show that's weird because last year they were in the Super Bowl. Not even make the playoffs.
Well, I saw
crazy.
I saw something where they were kind of going with the Rams, saying you're going to see a lot of moves. They don't have any first round picks. I think it's for this year, and I believe next year.
Well, they're paying a lot of players a lot of money too.
Their cap space is just completely locked.
I can't remember what it was, but I think it's with Gurley, Goff, Donald.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to pay Ramsey.
Yeah,
all their big names.
They said they're going to have. I think it's a third of their cap just with those 5 guys.
A handful of players, yep.
No,
That's not good.
I think Gurley's going to be the one to go.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not being as productive.
Right. So then, the 8:20 NBC game. The game of the week. That's why they have it at 8 o'clock. 49ers at Seahawks. Division on the line. Who you got?
You're either going to go from 1 to 5, right? So.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's weird it's got that much going for it.
I mean, some other things could happen, too, if the Saints and Packers win.
Oh, that's
then
true, too,
if Seattle wins, then they can only jump to a 3. They won't jump all the way to the 1. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you got the ability to go from a 1, 2, or a 3 if you win. So anywhere there, it's at Seattle, but I got the 49ers doing it. I
got the 49ers, too.
The last game that they played, the 49ers didn't have Kittle. They had a couple guys banged up. We're about to see what the 49ers really are made of against Seattle.
Well, now the Seahawks are kind of banged up.
And then Seattle's banged up. So I got the 49ers keeping the 1 seed. The NFC is going to go through the 49ers.
I'm going Seahawks.
Oh, wow.
They're getting Lynch.
He hasn't played in a year.
Yeah, but their defense hasn't seen nothing like beast mode.
That's true.
I think Lynch is going to run over him.
We'll see. It's possible. You said. I mean, he hasn't played in a year, and he's coming back for the biggest game of the season. Up until the playoffs. So
now, if it's 3rd and 1,
fresh.
If it's 3rd and 1, what do? You run the damn ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, Petey. But yeah, I mean, think about it. He's been sitting out. He's fresh. There's going to be a little rust, obviously.
Yeah.
But really, even when he was with Oakland, I mean, he got banged up, but he really didn't run. Did he play a whole year?
I think he got hurt. He played most of the year, but I think towards the end he got hurt.
Either way, that's our picks.
Anything else we want to talk about?
Anything else on your guys' minds? I mean, nothing really comes to mind other than like the playoff picture, but that all
the playoff picture is all. I mean, said most of the playoffs are already set. I mean, besides
the seeding,
the 6th seed in the AFC is the only one that's up in the air right now.
6 seed is up in the air, and then the 2, 3, and 4 could mix.
Yeah,
but it's all seeding at this point.
Yeah.
It's the actual teams besides the 6 are in the playoffs.
And then the NFC, it's a wild.
The NFC is just all over the place.
1? Do you want 1, 2, 3? Because that's what is it?
Right.
You win, you go to 1, 2, or 3, depending on who wins and loses, right?
Yep. There's one,
because the
1, 2,
the
and
4 is
3
going to be the
all,
East team, right? So
yep. The 4 is going to be the East. 1, 2, and 3 is wide open. Even Seattle could win, and then it just puts them into a 1, 2, or 3 position. Like, it's crazy. You go from a 1 to a 5 if you're 49ers, just like that.
Well, I guess you're 6. Who do you want to play? Who would you want to play if you had to play somebody?
Out of any of those teams,
49ers, Green Bay, Saints, Eagles, but I don't think you can get the 5.
I would rather play maybe Seattle or Green Bay possibly again. Because I think they can beat Green Bay. I just don't think they showed up on Monday.
I think one of the things, like I said, Cook. It's weird how one player can make a difference.
I wouldn't want to go to New Orleans and play, I don't think, right now.
You got the luck still.
Yeah, well.
All it takes is one
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, well.
Good old Diggs.
But then on the AFC side,
I don't want to play Kansas City.
yeah,
I'd rather play Brady.
as weird as that sounds.
They haven't been able to beat Mahomes.
But I mean, the thing is, you guys are the 1 seed. It's going through Baltimore.
Yeah, that's
So
one of the perks we
and
got.
I believe,
So if the Patriots win this week, they're going to be the 2nd seed.
yeah, they're locked into the 2. They cannot get the 1.
So theoretically, you're going to see
You're gonna see Ravens.
you can see the
New
Ravens
England.
and New England in the AFC game.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm trying to think.
the
of
1 would be the Ravens, 2 would be New England, 3 would be the Chiefs, 4 would be the Texans. That's how it's set right now.
So we'd get. Would we get the Chiefs?
Then your Bills would be 5, and then the 6 is the one that's open. So the first round would be the 6 at the 3. So it would be Titans at the Chiefs. We would make that pick once it comes.
Yeah.
But then it would be Bills at the Texans.
That's the Chiefs. Or
No, 'cause Texans are
okay, yeah,
four.
you're right, yeah.
So Bills at the Texans.
So we.
So
we
then
could
you
see
guys
the-
you guys get the week off, and then out of whoever wins that, the 1 seed always gets the lowest seeded team. So you, I believe, would not face the Chiefs at all if the Chiefs can block the 3. So that would be
promising.
that would be the best for you guys. from
Unless
what you're
they
saying.
played in the championship game.
Right, they'll play in the AFC Championship if they could beat Brady the following week. It would be Chiefs at Patriots. If they win, then it would be Texans.
I think we're going to
Texans
get. I
at
think we're
Ravens.
getting a new representative in the AFC this year in the Super Bowl, though. I still do.
I think so as well. I think the Ravens and Chiefs both have.
I think I would
the
pick.
power.
I would pick the Chiefs over the Patriots right now. I'd pick the Ravens over the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree with you. Well, with that being said, I'm going on vacation.
oh man, he's not gonna be here.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to be here next for the next recording.
Well, then
So
our
it's
next
going to
picks will
be
just be wild card picks, right? The wild card game.
yeah, it'll be the
right?
wild card
Yep.
round. But for that week, it's going to be a 2-man power trip. But with that being said, hopefully everyone has a great new year.
Yeah, and we'll get your picks.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get you.
I'll send you guys my picks so then you can kind of.
We'll get him tuned in. He'll
Kinda,
be
yeah.
a part. We'll read his stuff for him or
Or
whatever.
something. Yeah.
We'll figure out how to incorporate you in.
All right. Yep. Thanks for doing that, guys.
Alrighty.
But have a good New Year, guys.
See ya.
See you
See
next
ya.
time.